Hi guys, welcome to Crumbs Doilies in Soho. Now you must be familiar with our new product, this delicious cookie. We've actually done a few flavours now. This one included the double chocolate, which you can see from a few weeks back with Dane and Sally. And they have been very, very busy developing more flavours. And my new favourite one is the birthday cake cookie, which has been flying off the counter. We bake them all throughout the day. Oh, here they come, some now.
I got
you by magic.
Freshly baked as well.
They smell warm still. So these get baked throughout the day, and people are loving them, so we thought it was too good a recipe not to share with you. So Sally's going to show you how to do it.
See you later.
I'm going to eat these.
Okay, so we are here upstairs in Soho with the wonderful Dane.
Hello.
Dane works here pretty much all day, every day, looking after the bakery, making sure the shop is fully stocked with cakes and cookies.
Yes.
And our brand new cookie, which we just took downstairs, is the birthday cake cookies, which is basically the same as the other ones, isn't it?
Yeah, we've tweaked it a little bit. So when we go along with the recipe, we'll tell you what we've tweaked and why. And
Yeah, we'll just get started, I think. So
we've got our butter, like last time. It's nice and cold from the fridge. I've cut it up into kind of large cubes, and that will go straight into the mixer. We're going to crank this up and get it moving, just until the butter starts to break up a little bit. So that's it, it's all mixed.
Oh yeah, so it's not like in the other videos, but we'll just explain it again because you might not have seen those. We're not looking to sort of cream this or whip it because the butter's cold. You just want to break it down a little bit. You'll notice as we go through the recipe that we're really not mixing this at all. We're just kind of combining it.
Yes.
So next we go with the sugars.
Yeah, so we've got two types of sugars, the caster sugar and soft light brown sugar. And in this recipe, the last recipe we had equal amounts of sugar, but this time we've got a little bit less caster sugar.
Yes, and that is because we were talking earlier about how we've kind of adapted a little bit. Basically, we've got different inclusions, so different things going in it, which it's not as simple as just kind of replacing those, which we kind of thought it was.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and actually they bake totally differently. So we've tweaked things along the way, and we'll talk about our chocolate in a minute, but it's a different quantity. We've got sprinkles as well, and that has an overall effect on the kind of sweetness, so that's why we have reduced the sugar.
Yes. So that's going into the bowl. And we'll just get them mixing on a low speed. We don't want to cream the sugar and butter, we just want to combine them and get those little nuggets to form.
Cool, and in the meantime, we're going to chop this up, and you might be wondering what this is. This is the best thing ever. It is caramelized white chocolate, and it started off looking like this, and now it looks like this. This was done in the microwave here, but
I did it in the oven.
oh, he did it in the oven.
Yeah.
And we showed you how to do that a few weeks ago in the caramelized white chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream recipe. So we will pop that in the description box. And this is 200 grams of pure gold, and we've got 300 grams of regular chocolate chips. So I'm going to pass you those, and I'm just going to roughly chop this up, keeping the chunks quite big so that you get those nice kind of pockets of melty, oozy deliciousness.
Yeah, so good.
What do you think? Do you think that's about right?
That's good, nice big chunks.
Delicious. It's so hard not to eat this as it is. So those are all going in at this stage. So we've got butter, sugar, and now chocolate in there. And we're going to put that back onto just kind of like a low speed just to combine them.
So our chocolate is nicely combined in the bowl with the butter and sugar. Next ingredient we're going to add is the flour. So we've got 400 grams of plain flour and 100 grams of self-raising flour.
Yep, and into that we're going to add
our baking powder and our salt. We've added it separately, and we're just going to give it a whisk through.
Like we said earlier, we don't want to like over whip this or anything, so we're just going to mix the salt and baking powder in now. Right, that's nicely mixed through, so
ready
for you.
So flour's all in, and we're just going to mix that on a low speed just until it gets to a kind of dry, sandy consistency. Then we're going to add our sprinkles straight in. We don't want to mix them with the wet dough because then it will break the sprinkles up a little bit too much.
You don't want them to kind of bleed into the batter at all. All right, so that looks pretty good. It's kind of breadcrumby, I guess, nice and kind of dry.
Yeah.
Which sounds wrong, but it's right. So in with the sprinkles.
Okay, so sprinkles are in, and then we've got our next ingredient, which is eggs. We've got 3 eggs here. We're going to use 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk. We've got the addition of the egg yolk just because this mix is a little bit dry with the addition of sprinkles. It just helps bind it all together nicely. And then we're just going to whisk the eggs together using a little whisk. This will just help to not over mix the cookie dough.
Yeah, a little bit like why we kind of mixed the flours together and the raising agents. So I'm just going to put in a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and remember to use a good quality one because it makes all the difference.
It does. So the eggs are in, I'm just going to mix that until it's come together as a dough and it's not kind of crumbly anymore.
It doesn't take long, it kind of looks like it's getting to that stage already. It's about 30 seconds to a minute at the most. I'd say that's probably there.
Yeah, so it's kind of come away from the sides and it's come into like one big lump basically. So that's when you know it's ready.
Cool, so I'm just going to clear the decks a bit because now we need to roll them into balls.
Yeah.
So we're going to get our scales because we want them all to be perfect. So we're going to weigh them out to be, what size?
125 grams, these ones.
Cool, perfect. And we'll put them in a tray.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. I love these new gloves.
I know.
They're like kind of scientist gloves.
Yeah, I feel very scientific.
Smart.
Yes!
Yes! We're smart. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's weigh out some balls.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, how are you doing this?
Done these cookies too many times.
So we're not kind of rolling these into kind of perfect balls. I'm very gently just squishing them together and popping them into the tray. You don't want to overwork it because we want these to be kind of chunky and a bit kind of tear-aparty. So we have got 14 cookies, all nice and even, and they are not quite ready to bake, I'm afraid.
No.
We need to freeze these for about, well, we'd say minimum 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Overnight is perfect, and that's what we have done. So we will just get our ones that we made earlier. Actually, Dane made them earlier.
I did.
Like I said, he's here all the time. They've been frozen and we are going to put them in the oven now.
Yeah.
So oven is set to
180 degrees centigrade.
and that's with a fan.
Yeah.
Also in the oven, we have got a baking tray heating up so that it's nice and hot. It's going to get the bottom of these cookies nice and crispy.
Yes.
So let's do this together. Cool, and we're baking them for 14 minutes. Check them after about kind of 13 to 14. We're going to get them till they're nice and kind of golden on the outside. If they don't look golden, just pop them in for another minute.
These look epic.
And they smell amazing too.
Yeah.
They've been cooling down for about 10 minutes, but they're still warm.
Yeah.
And we are going to take them downstairs, but
We need to try one
we
first.
do need to try them.
See if they're good enough.
And you need to see what they look
Try
like.
one, you say?
Just in time.
Snacks and I was just passing round the back of the table.
Well, here you go. Here is your birthday
Thanks.
cake cookie.
Oh my goodness, these smell so good. I mean, there's some weight to these bad boys. You probably don't want to have like a lot of them because they're a massive treat in the
Crack it open, crack it open.
Here we go. Oh, it's still soft. Oh yeah. Oh.
They look amazing.
May I?
Yes. Oh, may we? Here you go, Dane. You've got to have a little bit too. Oh,
You've got the biggest bit, that is not fair.
no! Oh, sorry. Like that caramelised white chocolate looks amazing.
Oh, look at it oozing out.
Here we go.
So good.
Yummy. Proper birthday cake vibes as well. That is delicious.
Because birthday cake's quite a thing in America too, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're like a popular flavour.
It is. And it is now here too. Great.
So we'll have these in store all week. Come down and try them, try out other ones too, the double chocolate. We've got the milk chocolate walnut one as well. And like Gemma said earlier, we bake them all day, every day, so they'll always be fresh. And a little bit warm, a little bit gooey.
Yummers.
Yeah, and we'll put all the recipes to the other ones in the description box as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And if there's a combination of flavours that you think we should cookify, let us know in the comments box because it feels like we should just take over the cookie world.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we love cupcakes, but
Cookies.
kinda loving cookies too.
Winning for me today.
Yay, awesome. Cool, thanks guys.
Well, make sure you tune in next week for another video, and make sure you tune in to these oven gloves, which are on my website.
Yay, cupcakejemma.com. Hashtag Cupcake Jemma on Instagram.
Oh yes, if you make these, because these are obviously very, very Instagrammable, make sure you use the hashtag Cupcake Jemma.
Tag us all in them.
Yeah, we'll put all of our Instagram handles, is that?
Handles?
Is that what we're calling them? In the description box, so you can check out what we're all up to as well, because we're always making yummy, scrummy stuff.
I'm just mostly eating cookies. I think that's alright, isn't it?
She's pregnant. Cool, thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm not finished yet. Nom, nom, nom.